If you're replacing an old 80-gallon tank or planning a new build, the Rinnai REHP80 electric heat pump water heater promises big energy savings and plenty of hot water. But before you pull the trigger, you need to know whether it's the right fit for your home, your budget, and your daily routine. I dug into how these units actually perform day to day, where they save you money, and where they might leave you frustrated. The link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. The biggest hesitation most buyers have isn't whether the REHP80 can heat water, it's whether it can keep up with a busy household without driving up your electric bill or taking up too much space. This isn't a small plug-in unit, it's a full-size heat pump tank that pulls heat from the air around it, so it works best in spaces that stay above 40 degrees year-round. If you're putting it in a cold basement or an unheated garage, expect slower recovery and higher running costs. That's not a deal-breaker, but it's the kind of detail that separates buyers who love their new heater from buyers who feel like they got a great deal on a paperweight. Where this heater really shines is in homes with consistent hot water demand. The first hour rating is solid around 80 gallons, so if you've got a family of 4 or 5 running showers back-to-back in the morning, it should handle it without dropping below 120 F. That's the sweet spot for most households. The demand response feature is a nice bonus if your utility offers time of use rates. It can throttle back during peak hours and save you a few bucks, but it's not a magic bullet for everyone. If your power company doesn't give you cheaper nighttime rates, you might not see much benefit. Installation is where things get tricky. Even though Rinnai calls it easy, you're still dealing with a 300-pound tank that needs proper venting, drainage, and electrical wiring. If you're not comfortable rerouting pipes or upgrading your breaker panel, budget for a pro. The warranty covers the unit, but labor isn't included, so factor that into your total cost. That said, once it's in place, the day-to-day operation is quiet and hands-off. It's not as loud as a traditional tank, and the heat pump doesn't cycle on and off constantly like an electric resistance heater. That means lower noise in your laundry room or basement and slightly less wear over time. The real value here isn't just in the Energy Star sticker, it's in the long-term savings. Heat pump water heaters can cut your water heating bill by 50% or more compared to old electric tanks, especially if you're replacing a unit that's 10 years old or older. But those savings take time to add up. If you're planning to move in 5 years, the payback period might not work in your favor. On the flip side, if you're staying put for a decade, the REHP80 starts to look like a smart investment. Who should buy this? If you live in a moderate climate, have steady hot water needs, and want to lower your utility bills without switching to gas, this is a solid choice. It's also a good pick if you're building new and want a high-capacity tank that won't waste energy keeping water hot 24/7. Who should skip it? If you're in a very cold space or rely on short, high-volume draws like a salon with multiple stations, you might find the recovery rate frustrating. And if you're on a tight budget up front, the higher purchase price compared to a basic electric tank could be a hurdle, even if the long-term savings are real. The biggest practical weakness I see is the space requirement. This isn't a tank you can tuck into a closet, it needs room to breathe for the heat pump to work efficiently. If your utility room is already tight, measure twice before ordering. Also, if your home has hard water, consider adding a whole house filter. Heat exchangers in heat pump water heaters can scale up faster than in standard tanks, so soft water helps extend the life of the unit. Bottom line, the Rinnai REHP80 is a reliable, high-capacity heat pump water heater that delivers real energy savings and consistent hot water for most households. It's not the cheapest option up front, and it needs the right environment to perform at its best, but if those conditions fit your home, it's one of the better long-term investments you can make in your plumbing system. Check it out on Amazon using the link in the description.